what platforms do you like the best and why? Like, outside of that.
Well, for me, I used to love TikTok, and this was like around end of 2019. And I just loved because it gave me that like Vine kind of feeling, like, you know, like raw, nostalgic, like raw comedy, like, and just
let's not get carried away. Somewhat.
So, yeah. Vine, I really don't understand how this happened, but it gave me like that sense of like that type of feeling. But like over the time, like especially after the pandemic and people were just at home and like everybody just got on and it became saturated, it became something completely different. So I kind of like fell off of TikTok a bit. And even with Instagram, like pictures are kind of boring. Like to me personally, like of course they can say 1,000 words, but it's not like, you don't laugh from a picture unless it's like somebody getting flamed again. So I don't know, it's just.
Or a meme.
Yeah, or a meme that like, and it's really, really, really unique for me to laugh off of a meme nowadays because like I feel like I've seen it all. But I don't really have a favorite platform. Like I think YouTube is cool because it creates like a cult fan base and like it's like more lifestyle, but yeah, I don't really have a favorite platform now.
Yeah, I think TikTok's just saturated at this point too. Yeah. Like when I started, it was literally like, it was just straight memes. It was like, it wasn't even popular then because it was like literally everyone it was pretty much like Vine when Vine was around. It was like people just making funny videos. Like there wasn't money involved. There wasn't like politics. There wasn't like agencies. It was literally people like having fun. And then eventually, like you said, over the pandemic, it like just got so saturated. Now everyone you look at, it's like they have like hundreds of thousands of followers, like financially and like business wise, like brands, like they don't pay anyone money because people will take whatever money a brand will throw at them. So like now I'm switching to like YouTube Shorts because YouTube Shorts is gonna be the next biggest thing because YouTube's trying to compete with like Reels and Spotlight, which is Snapchat, and TikTok, and like YouTube just has this thing too where it's like being a YouTuber just always has that like just respect. You know what I mean? Yeah. And
so you think there's a different class of influencers, just like
for sure.
Yeah.
Because with YouTube, it's like your YouTube following carries over to all your other social medias. Because if people are watching like these, like whether it's a 30-minute video of you or it's like it's hard a longer attention span. So like if I'm this invested in his life right now, what's he doing on his free time? Like, let me go see what he's posting on his story. Or we just posted a TikTok versus TikTok. They're like, nah, like you're just that guy that makes funny meme videos. Like I don't care about like what kind of dog you have, or like I don't care about like what school you go to. You know what I mean? So YouTube carries over to everything. So if you're a YouTuber and like you could have 600,000 followers on YouTube, on TikTok, doesn't compare to somebody with like 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. You know what I mean? It's just, and it's a different type of bag too, like in terms of like brands that want to, you know.
Wait, shoot, I mean, we all new money, break down the bag.
Yeah, I mean, so TikTok for me at first, I was making a lot of money from like, you know, a label would hit me up and be like, hey, can you make a song for this? Can you make a video to this song for our artist? $800, cool. $1,000, cool. Brands would be like, can you wear these shoes? $1,500, cool. And this is around like 300, 400K, right? With YouTube, they pay you throughout like for the views, period, like without any brands involved. But now say you're on YouTube and you're like, yo, can you like exclusively drink our water if like that's your thing on your YouTube? That's like a $10,000 bag just off of doing what you normally do, but just like exclusively doing it for somebody versus people don't really have that respect for these other social medias.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's even the way it's set up though. Like on TikTok, it's really just meant to be like fast paced and like the way TikTok works is the like sole For You page. Like the following page is basically irrelevant. Like it doesn't matter. But on like YouTube, once the way the algorithm works is like once someone like continuously interacts with one person, their content will always be shown to them. And that's not TikTok, right? So it's like it builds up that like loyal fan base. And even what you're saying about money, like when I started TikTok or back earlier on, like I'd be getting offers for like 10K and now I'm getting offers for 3K because everyone has followers now. Like,
and they're charging for the low for like the same quality.
And like a lot of these people, like it's their first time having followers or like anything. And you know, a brand will go to them and be like, hey, here's 2K. And they're like, yeah, okay, I'll take it. Like they don't respect like the market or anyone else.
Money,
so like when a brand comes to me, they'll be like, okay, I have like 7.7 million or whatever. So they're like, oh, here's 3K.
But like
on TikTok, like that's not even big now. Like like a lot of people have 10 million plus. Like most people have between like 1 and 10 million. Like it's really common at this point. So like as before, where a brand would be like, here's 10K, like, here's 2K. If I don't take it, some other person's going to.
Right there.
But then on YouTube, like, it has that, like, respect, and it also has that thing where it's been around for so long, where, like, I've had brands come to me like, hey, here's 15K, put our product in a video. I'm like, oh, so we're talking about money now as opposed to TikTok. And then as a creator, it's like, why am I gonna put all my effort into TikTok when on like YouTube, the algorithm's better. I build a community that cares about me across all my platforms. It's just like, I don't know, I'm very for YouTube at this point.
Did they have that? Like, did the Vine, were brands that big on Vine like that? Like, because you were big back before being big was like a thing, right? Like, you know, he's talking about massive followings and stuff like that because everyone's on social, but like, back then, like, were brands approaching you the same way back then?
On Vine, I wasn't like one of the top creators on Vine, but I do know of people who, like Ryan, Zach King, for example. He was getting deals with like car companies for at least 100K for a 6.5 second video. That's ridiculous.
It was like him and like probably like 10 people like that, like with King Batch.
Think about this, like, there were people getting paid over like 6 figures for 6.5 seconds. Of course, there's a lot of work that goes into that. People like one thing. People do get like a misconception about how much work can go into a video. But still, that's ridiculous. There were people getting paid crazy like that. And it's wild because Vine actually, I think it really revolutionized how marketing companies approach putting their products out.
For sure.
Because once that hit and they saw how much people were going to Vine, it wasn't, I don't think it was, it definitely affected like just social media platforms in general where companies started to see like, oh snap, there's a lot of value in somebody having a personality rather than just going to this channel and buying a spot during a commercial. Like there's a personal one-to-one connection with each follower that somebody has. So they'd rather pay like a little less to get their product out through, you know, an influencer than put all their money into, like they made totally separate departments just for like social media marketing.
Even look at the guy that remember like that guy, he was skateboarding, he had like the Ocean Spray like cranberry juice. The sales went crazy after that, and they put him on the Super Bowl, like he's the face of Ocean Spray, off of a video of him drinking cranberry juice, riding a skateboard down this hill, and a whole nother bag, and it reached so many more people. Now, I think Ocean Spray was selling out for like 2 weeks consistently.
What's wild is dude wasn't even thinking about nothing when he made the video. He was just like, I like this song, I'm vibing right now. Like, he was like he was recording an Instagram story. We do that all the time.
You're right, right.
And he totally changed his life and Ocean Spray's like whole
trajectory.